Guys, I need you to stop what you're doing right now because robots are literally fighting each other on live stream. And this isn't some Hollywood movie, this is happening right now in 2025. But that's just the beginning, because while these mechanical gladiators are beating the circuits out of each other, other robots are preparing to move into your living room for $20,000. And if that wasn't enough, the military just unveiled a robot soldier so advanced it's making real soldiers obsolete. This is not a drill. The robot revolution has officially begun, and today I'm breaking down everything you need to know. Before we dive into this mechanical mayhem, smash that subscribe button because this channel is your front row seat to the AI revolution. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's start with the absolute insanity that just went down in China, the World Robot Competition Mecha Fighting Series. And yes, you heard that right. We now have Robot Fight Club, and it's everything you never knew you needed. Picture this, full-sized humanoid robots, some standing over 6 feet tall, stepping into an arena and going head-to-head in legitimate combat. We're talking about machines with advanced stability algorithms that can take a hit, recover, and strike back. This isn't some remote-controlled toy battle. These robots are using AI-driven control systems to analyze their opponent's movements in real time. What makes this absolutely mind-blowing is the level of sophistication we're seeing. These robots have to maintain balance while delivering and receiving impacts, which requires incredibly complex gyroscopic systems and instant motor adjustments. Think about it. A human fighter trains for years to master balance and timing, but these robots are doing it through pure computational power. And here's the kicker. This isn't just entertainment. Every punch, every fall, every recovery is generating massive amounts of data that's pushing the boundaries of robotic stability and control algorithms. The engineers behind these fighting machines are basically using combat as the ultimate stress test for humanoid robotics. The implications are staggering. If a robot can maintain functionality while getting repeatedly punched by another robot, imagine what that means for robots working in disaster zones, construction sites, or anywhere else they might face physical challenges. We're literally watching the birth of ultra-resilient robotics through gladiatorial combat. But the real question is, how long before these fighting algorithms make their way into other applications? Because a robot that can fight is essentially a robot that can handle any physical confrontation. Now, while robots are throwing hands in China, companies like UBTech are preparing for a completely different kind of invasion. They're coming for your living room, and they're bringing a $20,000 price tag. But before you choke on that number, let me tell you what you're getting for your money. These aren't just fancy Alexas with legs. We're talking about full-blown AI companions designed to revolutionize how we live at home. These robots can navigate your house, recognize family members, carry conversations, and even provide basic healthcare monitoring. Here's what's driving this massive shift: the aging population crisis. In countries like Japan and South Korea, there simply aren't enough young people to care for the elderly. So instead of waiting for a social solution, tech companies are building a robotic one. These home companion robots are equipped with advanced computer vision to detect falls, health emergencies, or changes in daily routines. They can remind you to take medication, help with basic tasks, and most importantly, provide companionship. We're looking at the potential end of elderly isolation through artificial intelligence. But here's where it gets really interesting. The technology that makes these robots work is the same tech being developed for those fighting robots we just talked about. The balance, the movement, the real-time decision-making, it's all connected. And $20,000? That might sound like a lot. But consider this, the average cost of in-home care is about $50,000 per year. Suddenly, a one-time purchase of a robot companion that can work 24/7 without breaks, sick days, or salary increases starts looking like a bargain. The question isn't whether these robots will be in our homes, it's how quickly we'll accept them as family members. Because make no mistake, these aren't just tools. They're being designed to form emotional connections with their human families. But if you think fighting robots and home companions are impressive, wait until you hear what the US Army is cooking up. Meet the Porton Man, a robot so advanced it's literally replacing human soldiers in the most dangerous situations imaginable. This isn't your typical military robot. The Porton Man is a sensor-laden humanoid mannequin designed to test chemical and biological protective gear by perfectly mimicking real soldier movements in hazardous conditions. But here's the terrifying part. It's so sophisticated that it's essentially a robotic soldier in disguise. Think about what this means. Instead of putting real soldiers at risk testing protective equipment against chemical weapons or biological threats, the military can now use robots that move, breathe, and react exactly like humans. The data they're collecting isn't just for gear testing, it's creating a blueprint for robotic soldiers. The Porton Man can simulate human physiological responses, movement patterns, and even breathing under stress. It's equipped with sensors that can detect microscopic traces of dangerous substances and relay that information instantly. This robot is literally designed to walk into environments that would kill a human in seconds. And here's the connection that should blow your mind. The movement algorithms being perfected in those Chinese fighting robots, the balance systems being developed for home companions, and the human mimicking technology of the Porton Man are all pieces of the same puzzle. We're witnessing the convergence of entertainment robotics, domestic robotics, and military robotics into something unprecedented. The implications for modern warfare are staggering. If robots can already test equipment in chemical warfare scenarios, how long before they're the ones carrying the equipment into battle? We might be looking at the last generation of human soldiers. So, here we are in 2025, watching robots punch each other for sport, preparing to welcome $20,000 AI companions into our homes, and developing robotic soldiers that could change warfare forever. The robot revolution isn't coming, it's here, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. The question isn't whether this technology will change our world, it's whether we're ready for the world it's going to create. Are you excited or terrified? Let me know in the comments below. If this video opened your eyes to just how quickly robotics is advancing, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because this is just the beginning. Next week, I'm diving into the AI chips that are making all of this possible. And trust me, that story is just as wild. Until then, keep your eyes on the future, because the future is looking back at you with robotic eyes.